Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
One of the more heated in-city rivalries in the state of Arizona. Two teams, 6 miles apart, and a long history between these two high schools. It's the Battle of Brown Road between Red Mountain and Mountain View. This broadcast is sponsored by F3 Energy. Hello, everybody. Bringing you into the broadcast. My name is Nate Smith. Red Mountain alumni graduate over here. Graduate of RMTV as well. Red Mountain, they're on a bit of a hot streak right now. They have won 5 of their last 6 games, including a win against Dobson 2 days ago, 32-21. Before that, it was a 56-32 win. And before that, a loss at Horizon, 41-34. But Red Mountain can get it done against their regional opponents. They're 3-0 in the region. And their crosstown rivals, or quite literally across the street rival, Mountain View, they've won 6 of their last 8. Their last loss dating back to January 8th against Hamilton, 84-66. And before that, it was an out-of-state loss, or a loss to an out-of-state team. Reno, Nevada comes to town and beat the Toros 51-36. Other than that, their only loss in the state was against Hamilton. Other than that, they have won 5 in a row. They're 3-0 in the region as well. And the only team in the East Valley with more regional wins than both of those teams is Mesa. They're 4-0. So this is a huge regional matchup. AirPods off of the court floor. Packed house here at Gary Ernst Court. Mountain View's band tuning in as well. Tip off between Emma Fishbeck and Red Mountain's Aaliyah Brooks, and we are underway at Gary Ernst Court. Leah Brooks tips it right to Roxy Del Bianco. The quick feed to Millie Ahlstrom. To Aubrey Fuentes, a key part of this Toros offense. Aaliyah Brooks taking it the other way, intercepted by Fishbeck. Brooklyn Henderson on the coverage that time. Fishbeck, the leading scorer for Mountain View. Just an unlucky roll there. Fishbeck, the second chance opportunity, a little too strong. Rebound to Audrey Pacheco. Corey Roberts taking it for Red Mountain, the flag football phenom. That's some communication errors there on the half of Red Mountain. Henderson, the drive. Henderson chucks it at the rim. No foul called that time. Brooklyn Henderson with the turnover. Starting 5 for Red Mountain. The junior Aaliyah Brooks, followed by the senior Brooklyn Henderson and the freshman Sequoia Johnson. Followed by the senior Audrey Pacheco and Corey Roberts. And Roxy Del Bianco for 3 early. That one is left short, no good. Millie Ahlstrom tries to save it. Tried to knock it off of Brooklyn Henderson to no avail. And the starting 5 for Mountain View: Roxy Del Bianco, Millie Ahlstrom, Aubrey Fuentes, Emma Fishbeck, and Shay Roberson. 4 out of the 5 players on Mountain View on the starting lineup, all lethal shooters from beyond the arc. And the high shot from Sequoia Johnson is good. The freshman is on the board. And she is 3rd in points per game with 5.9 through 17 games. for Red Mountain. Del Bianco to inbound. The give to Millie Alstrom, pulls up the three. That one is left short. That one is left short. Off of a Red Mountain defender. It's going to be Toro ball once more. Del Bianco gives inside to Aubrey Fuentes. Unlucky roll for Fuentes. Johnson to Henderson. Henderson driving, gives to Johnson to the outside. Fuentes. And Johnson tried to go for the step back that time. Henderson, the drive inside on Fuentes. That one left too strong. Rebound to Shea Roberson. To Del Bianco. The spin move on Pacheco. The drive inside. Aubrey Fuentes. The and one for number one. Henderson with the foul. Del Bianco to the line. And the free throw, unlucky that time. Quickly to Johnson, guarded by Alstrom. Johnson puts it in. And whistle on the previous possession. Inbound pass violation. Officials going to give Shea Roberson a warning, and we resume play. Fishbeck driving, loses control of the ball. Red Mountain will get the ball back. Keeping the star scorer at bay. Fishbeck averaging near 15 points per game. Had a monster of a game against Chandler. En route to that incredible upset. And Mandy Carson had some choice words to the official. She saw contact, the official said otherwise. Johnson trying to get around Fishbeck. Pokes that one loose. There's going to be offensive foul on Red Mountain. Toro ball. As the Toros are trying to keep Red Mountain at bay. Roberson to Alstrom. She's guarded by Johnson. Roberson to the outside to Fishbeck. To Pacheco, trying to find an open passing lane. Del Bianco almost loses control of it. She's guarded by Henderson. Alstrom, the drive, fakes the mid-range. Pacheco, this time the mid-range for Pacheco is left short. And another Pacheco, make that Audrey Pacheco. Whistle on a foul, that time called by Aubriana Fuentes. 44, Lily Svetsson into the game for Red Mountain. It's the first substitution for the Mountain Lions this game. The drive by Del Bianco is no good off the backboard, and Fishbeck takes it away anyways. And Fishbeck, light work. The quick steal from Emma Fishbeck. Long pass to Corey Roberts. Roberts, the drive over Fishbeck. That one is good. A beautiful move from Corey Roberts. Evie Hoover in the game now. Roberson, the drive. The short range shot is well short. Henderson to Pacheco. Roberts to Johnson. Johnson puts up the three. That one a little too strong off the iron. Quickly to Roberson. It's a one-on-one, and that one is poked away by Sequoia Johnson. Del Bianco, the long pass to Shea Roberson. No shot attempts made yet from her. And Katie Christensen into the game. That one is off the mark, no good. Henderson with it now. Henderson, that one swiped away by Emma Fishbeck, an open lane to the basket. The layup is good. All day from Emma Fishbeck. Mountain View showing their defensive prowess early. And head coach Anthony Jackson will call a timeout. Game tied 6-6. Emma Fishbeck with 2 steals and 2 quick points. And Red Mountain, if they want to win the Battle of Brown Road, turnovers are not the way to do it. It's the first of 2. First of 2 games, Red Mountain, if you look at the men's game yesterday, a buzzer beater to win, and that's basically what rivalry games are all about. Packed stands for both sides. Some friendliness and camaraderie-ness before the game. Both JV coaches from both squads exchanging some good words. Roberts, the drive, the layup is off the backboard, no good, and the and one from Lily Svitson. Hoover called for the foul, and the freshman Svitson gets the call to the charity stripe. That one is off the mark, no good. Quickly to Del Bianco. She wasn't expecting the pass. Maybe it was Roberson. Hoover fires from 3. Tapped it in. Evie Hoover, the first free of the game. Henderson guarded by Fishbeck. Inside to Pacheco. Fires it off the backboard. That time it's no good. Gonna be Red Mountain ball, I beg your pardon. Just a quick pass to Evie Hoover, and Mountain View takes back the lead. The drive inside, that's Svitson once again into the paint. Long pass to Ahlstrom, she can't corral it. A little bit too much juice on that pass. Katie Christensen, the new face in for the Toros. Svitson as well as Isabella Schneider, the junior, getting some minutes in. Corey Roberts, the shot is off the mark. And Schneider does a good job at getting the ball right back, but she was out of bounds when she did so. Variance court picked up for tonight for the first rendition of the Battle of Brown Road in terms of girls basketball. Passing the rock a little bit. Ahlstrom for 3, that one too strong. And there's a wrestle for the ball, and Fishbeck tries to get it to an open player. Del Bianco to Hoover. Look out for 3. That one is off the rim, no good. Roberts taking it the other way now. That one taken away by Fishbeck. Other way goes Del Bianco. The drive into the paint. Somebody hits the floor. Katie Christensen is there. Gets the lucky roll. Pacheco, less than 1 minute remaining. Mountain View with a 3-point lead. And there's a backcourt violation against Red Mountain. And Mountain View with a chance to double up here. Ostrom to Roberson. Mountain View's got time. Del Bianco fakes the three, gives to Ostrom. She passes it inside to Katie Christensen, wide open into the paint. 30 seconds left of the first. 13-8 Mountain View. Roberts, the shake, in bake, the drive. And Ostrom, some tight defense, and Corey Roberts called for the offensive foul. Mountain View will get the ball back with 17.1. And it looked like Roberts just picked up Millie Ostrom and just placed her on the ground. Roberson, less than 10 remaining. Batted away, and Red Mountain will take the ball back. The drive by Schneider. Schneider trying to get it inside. And Aaliyah Brooks with the layup at the horn. It's a 3-point game. Mountain View still has the lead, 13-10. But it was a much-needed finish for Red Mountain, who ended the first quarter pretty much with a foul. A lot more basketball action on Bamboo Sports Media, so stay with us for the rest of the game. The first of two Battle of Brown Roads we will get this year for girls basketball. This being a tight game, 13-10. A lot of chippiness between these two squads, being only 6 miles apart. Millie Ostrom, the steal and the travel. Ostrom called for the travel, and she had a wide open lane to the basket. And that will be marked as a missed opportunity for Mountain View. And Emma Fishbeck called for the foul that time. Sequoia Johnson back in the game for Red Mountain, and Coach Carson nearly takes a tumble on the bench. And official calls the whistle, and Fishback going to be called for another foul. That's her second of the game. Pacheco back in for the Mountain Lions. Brooklyn Henderson for three. That one is left short and off the mark. Henderson resets the pace, however. Good moves on Fuentes. Mountain View runs the switch, and Roberson pokes that one away from Brooklyn Henderson. Schneider to inbound. Goes to Johnson. And a nice move from Schneider inside. Gets Millie Ostrom lost for about a split second, and that's all she needed to carve into the paint. Hoover loses control of it. Good defense from Sequoia Johnson. Corey Roberts back in. Only foul she has is that one on Millie Ahlstrom. Back out to Pacheco. She drives. The give to Aaliyah Brooks inside. That one is no good. And Johnson loses control of it. Hoover taking it the other way. Mountain View has numbers. Check that. It's a 2-on-2 denied by Corey Roberts. Great defensive stand by Red Mountain. Corey Roberts with the defensive stand. And that's all ball. Picture perfect defense. It was a 2-on-2. Pass to Johnson, trying to drive on Roberson. Johnson looking. Fishback nearly steals it. Pacheco, the give back to Johnson. And Shea Roberson not making it easy for Sequoia Johnson. Great defensive stand by Roberson. And two players take a tumble. That's Fuentes and Pacheco. Fishback called for another foul. She's at 3 with 6:22 in the game. Or in the half, I beg your pardon. Ginny Wilson getting her first minutes of the game. We resume play. Henderson tries to go for the 3. That one, lots of turbulence that time. Tierra Metcalf also in the game. Roberson quiet so far. She's got nothing to her name. Del Bianco, the dish to Ginny Wilson. And Isabella Schneider called for the foul. She fought the screen too hard. And both teams playing with a lot of fire on defense. An inbound violation by Shea Roberson. It's going to be another Mountain View turnover. Roberts, the dish to Sequoia Johnson, inside to Svensson. Back to Audrey Pacheco, the layup is good. Audrey Pacheco with her first points of the game. Del Bianco to Metcalf inside to Ginny Wilson. She loses control of it. Henderson on the floor. Svensson gives to Pacheco, reset and pace back to Henderson. Roberts to Johnson. Katie Christensen on deck to check in for Mountain View. Trying to get it inside to Svensson over the top of Ginny Wilson. Just a great offensive possession by Red Mountain. The pass, perfect. The perfect height for Lily Svensson. Wilson, the drive inside, the layup is too strong. Shea Roberson, the 3, cash it in! Shea Roberson, her first points of the game. Roberts to Johnson, she's guarded by Wilson. Hoover back in the game as well. And Corey Roberts tried to steal it from Roberson, Jose Alvarado style. Good defense by Audrey Pacheco. On deck to check in for Red Mountain, Aaliyah Brooks. Back out to Henderson. Henderson lets it fly from deep. That one off the rim, no good. Trying to get it to Pacheco, and it's going to be a 2-on-2. Roberts, trying to play some defense against Shea Roberson, called for the foul that time. And Roberson will head to the line, shooting 2. The first good from Shea Roberson. And Johnson with a much needed break. Brooks back in for Red Mountain. And the second free throw is left short. Robertson, that's a matchup to see. Henderson thought about the 3, she drives instead. Henderson gets stripped away by Roberson. And another one-on-one situation. And Roberts called for the foul again. In deja vu, Shea Roberson is headed to the line once again. First one is down. No deja vu here. Actually, Roberson hits both free throws. Lead is at 5 for the Toros. And that one nearly taken away by Alstrom, but it is still fighting for it, and it's going to be Red Mountain ball. Del Bianco with the near steal, too. Trying to get it to Schneider. That one is intercepted by Roberson. Having a good couple defensive series here. Alstrom to Del Bianco for 3 from the top. It's short. Pacheco, the give to Schneider. Schneider trying to feed it inside to either Pacheco or Svetsson. It's still Mountain View ball. Del Bianco to Katie Christensen, lets it fly from the top, tries to call bank. That one off the mark, no good. Schneider taking it now for Red Mountain. Henderson guarded between Millie Alstrom and Shea Roberson. Brooks outside. The drive by Schneider. He hits the floor hard after the foul. And 2 free throws coming Schneider's way. First one is no good from Schneider. And Kiernan Dockery, number 33, junior guard, 5'11", getting her first minutes. And Svetsson, strong rebound. And flying in was Schneider, but she's going to get called for the foul. And Henderson calls the timeout herself. Mountain View with a 5-point lead against the Mountain Lions of Red Mountain. the start of the year for Red Mountain didn't go as planned. They went 4-4 in their first 8 games. However, things started to pick up for the better right after their win against the Kofa Kings down in Yuma. They win against Desert Ridge. They win against Bear River, an out-of-state team. They lose against Reno and Dobson. And after that, they rattle off 5, make it 6 out of their last 8 games. Similar to Mountain View in that regard. Hoover, the drive inside, trying to get it to Alstrom inside the paint. That one is no good. Dockery, give to Henderson. Long pass to Brooks. Brooks thinks about the 3. Brooks rifles it to Dockery. She puts up the 3. That one is left short. And nobody there for Red Mountain to get the missed shot. It's going to be Mountain View basketball. Wilberson. She's guarded by Brooks. Kendall Cox in the game for Mountain View. Her first action of the game. Wilberson called for the foul. But Kendall Cox in the game has proven to be a valuable piece as of late. All-around good basketball player, good passing, good shooting. Roxy Del Bianco got a piece of that pass. Brooks, the 3-pointer is too strong off the backboard. Henderson hits the deck. Mountain View with numbers now. The long pass to Roxy Del Bianco. She saves it, but right into the waning hands of Isabella Schneider. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Mountain View 19, Red Mountain 14. Dockery to Svensson, back to Schneider. Mountain View with some patented suffocating defense. Svensson called for the foul on Mountain View. Hoover with the foul. On deck checking in for Red Mountain is Sequoia Johnson. And some much needed free throws for Red Mountain. And free throw, first one is off the mark. Friendly roll, and going to be Mountain View possession regardless if Aaliyah Brooks is able to save it. Pacheco back in and Sequoia Johnson back in as well for the Mountain Lions. Del Bianco to Katie Christensen. Del Bianco the drive, the layup is left short. And the mid-range from Hoover is good. 21-14, less than 5 to go. Pacheco needs to get the shot off. She's called for the travel, and Mountain View has 1 second left. But they have the opportunity to double up. Hoover the give to Del Bianco. She puts it up, and that one is fired off the backboard. No good. Mountain View with a 7-point lead, make it 21-14 at the end of the first half. It's the Battle of Brown Road on Bamboo Productions. You're not gonna want to miss the second half of this one. We'll be right back after a short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court the Mountain View Toro Junior Cheer. The game routine, which they will be competing this Saturday at Junior State Championship 315 at Big Lake High School.
Well, we like to talk a lot about the action that's been happening at the varsity level. The JV game beforehand was absolutely popping. A huge three by the junior, Mel Frost, put the game in reach. Mountain View, or Red Mountain, with a final possession, and then was quickly taken away. And then a buzzer beater layup at the horn, the stamp, the nail in the coffin. And Mountain View's JV team wins 36-32 in a defensive showcase. Just give a shout out to everybody playing on JV. You may see all those players, look at them rushing the floor. You just hope that they get their opportunity late in the year. They get called up and get some varsity minutes, and they make a name for themselves on the varsity roster in the near future. Varsity action coming to you shortly in about a minute 30 seconds. I'm Nate Smith, and we'll be back after a short break. (21-14) Mountain View with a healthy 7-point lead, although no lead is safe in a rivalry as heated as the Battle of Brown Road. Hello, everybody. Bringing you back into the broadcast. My name is Nate Smith. Red Mountain trying to make some defensive possessions worthwhile. Alstrom guarded by Sequoia Johnson. Alstrom having a quiet night until now. Drives inside. The layup is good from Millie Alstrom. Her first points of the night. Henderson the dish to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Alstrom now, and Roxy Del Bianco steals that one right away. Into the fast lane for Del Bianco. She chucks it at the backboard. That one denied. Brooks to Henderson, guarded by Emma Fishbeck, who has 4. Back out to Brooks. Roberts being the commander of the court. Fishbeck hits the deck hard. Brooks to Pacheco. The mid-range over Roberson is good. Audrey Pacheco. The drive by Alstrom is good. Keeping the Mountain Lions at bay. And Fuentes picks up the steal, one-on-one against Roberts. The drive and the layup is no good, but Pacheco make it Fuentes headed to the line. Here's Fuentes, rattles in that free throw. trying to give it. Henderson outside. That's Schneider for three. Does not get the friendly roll. Drive by Ostrom, that foul. This time, on behalf of Red Mountain, it's on Audrey Pacheco. Ostrom with 5. All of her points coming in the third period. Second free throw off the mark. Svetsson in the game for Red Mountain. Henderson trying to make a move on Fuentes. Fuentes does not budge. Sequoia Johnson, the drive. The layup is no good. Foul on the floor. Johnson headed to the line once more. Roberson that time called for the foul. It's her second. First free throw no good from Sequoia Johnson. Second one also no good. Fishbeck gives to Ostrom. Ostrom, the mid-range, and Ostrom a little off the mark that time. In pursuit was Del Bianco. She whiffs. And diving towards the ball was Sequoia Johnson. Still on the floor. Multiple Mountain Lions and Toros on the floor. Possession arrow is going to go to Red Mountain. Gritty, to describe both teams on that possession, gritty. Katie Christensen back in for Mountain View. Fuentes is double guarded. That one knocked away by both Svetsson as well as Sequoia Johnson. Mountain View with a 12-point lead. Fishbeck guarded by Aaliyah Brooks. Del Bianco trying to get it inside to Ostrom. She nearly gets out of bounds with it. And right through the legs of a Red Mountain defender. Still going to be Red Mountain basketball. Henderson, that one ripped away. No, nearly ripped away by Del Bianco. Fishbeck steals it that time. And that time there's a foul. Svetsson called for the foul. Ostrom to inbound. And Ostrom called for the foul this time. And another change of possession for both teams. Del Bianco harsh on the drive for the steal. Schneider, the layup is no good. Roxy Del Bianco quickly up the court now. She drives back out to Roberson for three off the iron and the backboard, no good. Schneider will take it up now. Coach Jackson calling for the foul. Ostrom playing some very tight defense. And official is going to call Corey Roberts for the technical foul. And that, emotions get high. It's a rivalry game. It's your most heated rival. But you gotta contain your emotions in a game of this caliber. Region lead on the line. Roberson rims out the first free throw. And assistant coach Julian Madison kind of giving the pep talk like, yeah, emotions are running high, but game slowly becoming out of reach for Red Mountain. With less than 4 minutes to go in the third. Roberson to Fuentes. Inside to Del Bianco, guarded by Brooks. Roberson on the outside. They give to Fuentes inside. Grady Christensen trying to carve it inside the paint. To no avail. And change of possession to Red Mountain. And if you're Red Mountain, you got to capitalize on the scoring. You got to score some points on your offensive possessions. Fuentes pokes that one away from Henderson. Ahlstrom with the drive. Henderson in pursuit, but it doesn't matter. Ahlstrom has caught fire in the third. 7 points to her name. Henderson, the long pass, usurped by Shea Roberson. Roberson to Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom gives to Fuentes. On the outside to Del Bianco. She drives. The layup is good from Roxy Del Bianco. Timeout, Red Mountain. And Mountain View is running away with it. 33-16. Red Mountain on the dark side of Brown Road. Red Mountain with the possession following the scoring onslaught from Mountain View. Roxy Del Bianco, tight defense. She's called for the foul. And it's been a physical basketball game. Coach Jackson wants the push call. He doesn't get it. Mountain View possession. They have the opportunity to make this a 20-point game. Christensen on the outside. Del Bianco, she drives, trying to get it to Ahlstrom, to Fuentes. Thought about the three, to Roberson, reset and pace. Ahlstrom for three. That one is left short. That one left short. Red Mountain with another opportunity in front of them. Evie Hoover back on deck to check in for the Toros. Sequoia Johnson back in for Red Mountain. She passes. Henderson guarded by Fuentes. Henderson trying to get it inside to Svensson. Good defensive play by Fuentes, but they're going to call her for the travel. And Kiernan Dockery going in for the Mountain Lions. Inside of Svensson. Layup is good. Quickly to Roberson. To Ahlstrom, guarded by Henderson. Pacheco back in for Red Mountain. Roberson to Ahlstrom. She thought about the three. She drives instead. The layup for Millie Ahlstrom. Is it a foul before the shot? Lily Svensson with the foul. That's going to be a shooting foul. And Ahlstrom is headed to the line once more. She's caught fire. As she hits the first. As well as the second. .13 game. Mountain View putting the clamps on Red Mountain. Henderson the outside to Pacheco. Millie Ahlstrom with a great game defensively. Inside is Isabella Schneider. Ahlstrom to Roberson to Hoover. Quickly is Henderson. Ahlstrom, the drive inside. The layup off the backboard is no good. Fishbeck over the top. The short shot is no good, but a heck of a rebound from the leader in rebounds. Pacheco inside to Brooks. She's double guarded. Brooks, the drive. The layup is no good, and Henderson hits the deck hard. Mountain View ball. Less than 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Hoover, the gift to Ahlstrom, full head of steam inside. Poked away, the give to Fuentes, back to Hoover. Less than 20 on the shot clock. Fishbeck, scanning the field. Hoover lets it fly from deep, cash it in! The long pass inside to Dockery. The layup is no good. Brooks, the second layup is good. Aaliyah Brooks. And that one intercepted by Pacheco. A little toe drag swag at the end of it. But Mountain View with a 12-point lead against their rival, the Red Mountain Mountain Lions. Still 1 quarter to go, so stay with us on Bamboo Sports Media. .9 points from Millie Ahlstrom, all coming in the third quarter. Red Mountain with a little bit of momentum following the layup from Aaliyah Brooks. She's at 4. Got a conversation between the officials and the scores table. Hoping everything can be checked out. I'm going to shout out our Instagram at Bamboo Sports Media, where we can showcase our eye-popping photography and videography services that capture high school athletics in its entirety. Book a photographer now. Sequoia Johnson guarded by Evie Hoover. Pacheco to the outside to Dockery, guarded tightly by Alstrom, and Dockery called for the foul. Kajerna Dockery called for the foul. Inside to Roberson, guarded by Pacheco. Del Bianco to Hoover. To Roberson. To Fishbeck. The drive on Brooks. Fishbeck back out to Del Bianco. Almost loses control of it. Fishbeck, the no-look pass to Roberson. Fires from 3. That one no good. Too much to the left that time. Del Bianco steals it away. Hoover, once again from 3. Cash it in! She's on fire. Double-digit points for Hoover. And Mountain View's running away with it. Hoover, good defense there. And that pass intercepted by Fishbeck, one-on-one against Audrey Pacheco. Over Pacheco, it's no good. Shea Roberson, Hoover again, and it's off the rim, no good. Oh, she could have put the game on ice. Jordan Dockery checking out in favor of Rochelle Barraza, who's having her first minutes of the game. Johnson to give to Barraza, back to Schneider. The drive inside, the feed to Svensson. The layup is too strong. Schneider trapped in the corner. Roxy Del Bianco not making it easy for Red Mountain. Sequoia Johnson with it now. The dish inside. And that one taken away by Fishbeck. Alstrom to Del Bianco, and Evie Hoover, needless to say, has the hot hand. Alstrom to Del Bianco. The spin move, Del Bianco, the layup inside is good! 6 points for her on the night, and Mountain View's lead extended to 21. Schneider, the fake with the night sweet fake that time. Basket is no good from Schneider. Lily Svensson cleans it up. She's in double figures with 10. Roberson to Hoover from the top, cash it in! She's on fire too. 3 3-pointers in the second half. 14 total points. And Roberson grasping that hand in pain. Hopefully she's ready in time for the next one. Mountain View's next game against the Mesa Jackrabbits. Check that. The Dobson Mustangs. Red Mountains is against the Mesa Jackrabbits at home. Jump ball, Mountain View gonna get the possession arrow right away, says the official. And head coach Mandy Carson going to call for the timeout. Some lines changes for both squads. 46-24. Mountain View with a commanding lead against Red Mountain. Evie Hoover being the X factor, 3 3-pointers in the latter half of this game has pretty much put the game out of reach. In one of the biggest games of the season, obviously disregarding the playoffs, beating your across the street rival in dominating fashion, putting the region on notice. Fishbeck driving on Barraza, back out to Hoover. Look out, another heat check. That one is too strong. A little too much juice. And Schneider will take it up for Red Mountain. Give to Johnson. Less than 5 to go, pending the 4-minute mark. Johnson to Schneider. To Pacheco, guarded by Hoover. The drive by Pacheco. The layup is good from Audrey Pacheco. Quickly is Del Bianco to Alstrom. She drives inside. Layup is no good. Batted into the hands of Stetson, who immediately gives to Sequoia Johnson. Give to Pacheco. Open is Schneider in the corner. That one off the iron, no good. Del Bianco to take it up for the Toros. It was a good opportunity from Red Mountain that time. To Alstrom, inside to Katie Christensen. Sweet move inside to get around Svetson, to no avail. Schneider to Pacheco. And Isabella Schneider had a hard slip on the court. She comes off hobbled. Henderson will check in. And it's been an ice-cold shooting day for Red Mountain. 26 points on the night. Their leading scorer, Brooklyn Henderson, neutralized. Through 19 games, she scored 8.9, and she has scored none. Play ball, says the official. We got 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to play. Mountain View with a 20-point lead against Red Mountain. Svetson called for the foul. Hoover too tight of a defense from Evie Hoover. And Svensson will miss the first one. And the second one is good. Svensson. Roberson inside to Fishbeck. Fishbeck also having a quiet night. She has 4. Roberson to Katie Christensen. To Hoover, a little shake and bake, and possession is going to go to Red Mountain. Good defense from Brooklyn Henderson of Red Mountain. And that one nearly poked away, or it is poked away, I beg your pardon, by Emma Fishbeck. Could not corral. It's still Red Mountain ball with 2:31 remaining of the game. And Hoover just rips it away. Wide open lane for Evie Hoover. The layup is good. One heck of a night for Evie Hoover, who has double digits in the second half. The bank shot from Barraza is good. Red Mountain trying to leave on a positive note in the last 2 minutes of the first rendition of the Battle of Brown Road. Sequoia Johnson guarding Roberson to give to Fishbeck. Fishbeck, the step back, and it's off the rim, no good. Roberson with it anyways. The drive, the layup is also no good from Roberson. Red Mountain will regain possession. The rest of the way for Red Mountain, pending something spectacular. The loss against Mountain View followed by a home game against the Mesa Jackrabbits. Then they're on the road to play Skyline. And also back in the game is Ava Klein. Dockery, guarded by Evie Hoover. Evie Hoover, some stellar defense inside. And the bank shot is good from Rochelle Barraza. Less than a minute to go, and Mountain View is going to walk out of here with a convincing regional win. Christensen to Hoover. Back to Fuentes. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Christensen to Hoover. Hoover to Roberson. Lets it fly from deep. That one off the rim, no good. Fishbeck with the rebound. And over the top. The hook shot is good. And that might do it. 3 from Barraza is no good. Fuentes will dribble it out. And Mountain View will win the Battle of Brown Road. The road belongs to the Toros. 50-31, Mountain View takes this one. Whole lot of action here on Bamboo Productions postgame coming to you shortly, right after this quick break. Mountain View extends their win streak back to 6. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. And for Red Mountain, they're on the losing end of this one. What is a otherwise dominating showcase by the Mountain View Toros. Leading scorer in this one was Evie Hoover, put up 18 points, including 3 3-pointers in the second half. She caught fire towards the end, just putting the game out of reach. Story of this one was the missed opportunities from Red Mountain. They could not capitalize on the turnovers and the fouls given to them. They couldn't shoot well from the charity stripe, make that the free throw line. Mountain View just capitalized on every single opportunity that was given to them. Some very tight defense from Evie Hoover, Millie Ostrom, Roxy Del Bianco, and the whole cast for Mountain View. There was no main show. There was no main act, main character, so to speak. It was all a great team effort by the Toros. Now, looking at the other half of the schedule for Mountain View, you play against Corona del Sol, a really good team in their own right. Then you're at home against Dobson. Then you got a 4-game kind of road trip, so to speak. You're at Mesa, you're at Westwood, then you're playing for the Battle of Brown Road again at Red Mountain, and then you play against Dobson, and then you round off the year against the Mesa Jackrabbits. On the other end, for Red Mountain, they play Mesa at home next week, and then also next week they play at Skyline. Then Mountain View comes to their house, another rematch of the Battle of Brown Road. Then they play at Mesa, and then they finish off with the Westwood Warriors. A lot of action here with this women's basketball program here at Mountain View. There's a lot of action to see, and you wouldn't want to miss it here on Bamboo Productions. I'm Nate Smith, signing off for now, and we'll see you next time.